You rocking out with LFOD.
LFOD Radio.
LFOD Radio.
The Live Free or Die Radio on 91.5.
Live free or die.
LFOD Radio, boy.
LFOD Radio. Oh.
You are now tuned in to Live Free or Die Radio. I am your host, Uncle Sam. Today is March 27th, 2018. This is episode number 104. We will be joined by Latrell James shortly. This is his fourth time on the program, second time as an exclusive guest, and he's called in twice as part of the State of New England Hip Hop. So if you haven't heard those episodes, I would definitely go back and check those out. You can get them on iTunes, LFOD Radio, or Stitcher, Google Play, pretty much anywhere, LFODradio.com. Check those out for sure, because we're not going to go back too much into the whole why'd you start rapping, who inspires you, where are you from, but you can get that on those ones. I got Tayshawn with me. What's happening, Tayshawn?
Woo-woo. Tayshawn is doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tayshawn's doing great. It's weird because I got to stretch a lot nowadays. I don't know why, but I feel like I got to stretch out my shoulders a lot nowadays.
My neck is killing me right now.
I don't know why it is.
Stress.
It's like pretty much, yeah. that's pretty much what I gained from it. It's like when your shoulders are like literally up to your earlobes, that's when it's like a problem.
Chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'm about to go get a massage. Yo, so I have some news.
What is that?
Don't be mad.
Okay.
I went to Supreme's.
Why?
So.
Why? I
know.
Why?
I know.
Why?
I know.
Why?
I know. So, shout out to Cliff Notes. I was at the Cliff Notes listening session last week, right? At Suya joint. First of all, it was dope. Exposed TV, Amanda Shea. It was cool. It was like a record listening, but public, and you could give feedback and stuff. It was really dope. So, shout out to them. They got some video coming out. But, so, Darius has a record on there. So, of course, I'm from the East.
Yeah, of
and
course.
I'm in my zone. And then I get a Uber driver coming back.
Yeah.
Who happens to let it slip that he's from Brockton. So I was like, yo, I love Brockton. And I've been planning this trip to Supreme's. Like, I keep hearing about Supreme's. And he lost it, dude. He just freaked out about Supreme's and all that stuff. So I was like, all right.
I wanted to go.
So listen, though. So I texted Darius. It's like 1 a.m. I'm like, dude, we have to make this Supreme's trip happen. And he's like, all right, what are you doing tomorrow? Because I'm moving to Delaware on Saturday. So it had to happen Friday night. And I went down there. I was like, dude, we talk about this every week on the air.
I know.
We should talk to you about it because we didn't even know you were moving. But basically happened last minute. I went to Supreme's.
I was upset. I couldn't even go.
We'll go back, man.
Even go. I was in a studio session. I couldn't even go.
I know.
I'm so heated.
It was everything. I got a cheesesteak and a pepperoni slice.
Wow.
It was,
I'm upset.
Yeah.
I'm not upset that you went. I'm just upset that I didn't go with you.
We're going back because
I'm just upset that I didn't go with you. That's the only reason why I'm upset right now, because I wanted to go, but it's just like
T is probably at home kicking things, and I'm sorry, man. I thought about you guys the whole time.
I'm sad.
Shout out to Tia, by the way. She's at home. She's under the weather, but she's gonna be texting us some questions and stuff. But it's dope though. We're gonna go back. Shout out to Darius one time. He made it down to Delaware. I ended up kicking it with him. We went out. They had like a house party because it was his last night there. Mm-hmm. Rory was there.
Oh wow,
Rory's
really?
still taking us to Frank's though. So yeah,
really,
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so Eastside Brockton was good. That being said, we're gonna play some Eastside Market because I saw the Eastside Market. I felt like I was just in a Darius Haywood song for like 6 hours Friday night, which was dope. And we're gonna play this record, play a couple more records, and we'll be back with Latrell James. So
of course,
yeah,
I want to hear this. I want to hear this again. I don't get tired of it.
That's what's up. You're tuned into Live Free or Die Radio. On my own, we're back. Latrell James in the building.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure seeing you.
Oh, likewise, brother. It's been too long.
Way too long, man. What's good?
I'm rapping. I'm producing. Eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
You got right into the PB&J.
It's the greatest thing put on earth.
Why do you feel that way? Let's have a real conversation right now.
It's a dessert and a snack at the same time, and I don't think you could really find anything that wins that battle. You got bread, got the carbs, you got the jelly, peanut butter, contrast. It's beautiful.
Okay.
And you can feed that to a child, and that's like a snack you bring to school, or he's like, yo, I need something sweet. It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it's cheap.
Yeah. What type of jelly?
Strawberry.
Okay.
Strawberry. It depends though what it is. You can do blackberry, but you got to pair it up with some almond butter or something. Mix it up a little bit. Always on wheat though.
Yo, this is like, remember when like grilled cheese became a gourmet thing? Like I can see you slanging that gourmet PB&J.
Yo, they already doing it in
Toasted,
LA.
Are they?
They're doing it in LA. Somebody tagged me in it on Twitter. They're doing it in LA already.
Man.
I'm kind of hurt by it.
Toasted PB&J?
Gourmet.
Oh,
Millennials are unstoppable.
Pinkies up, peanut butter and jellies. I don't want that.
Yo, so actually something we've been doing is we always ask people ahead of time what topics we should talk about on here. And the number one comment was the underratedness of apple jelly.
Wow.
That exists?
Yeah, it does.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, it's real. Nah, it's really good. I wouldn't pair it with peanut butter or anything like that. It's something you just kind of like put on.
Pair.
Something you just put on toast.
I get
It's something
it.
you toast some bread, hit it with the apple jelly, and keep it
Really?
moving. Yeah.
Okay.
Dash a little cinnamon on top of it too. That's
Ooh.
the sneak move right there.
Ooh.
Dang,
Try
that
it when
sounds
you get
crazy.
home. Yo, it is good.
That sounds crazy.
Yo, the food
I'm a jelly
podcast is-
connoisseur.
Yeah, I can tell that, man.
Actually,
Shout out to Welch's.
the one peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I had, it was on oatmeal raisin bread.
Yo,
I didn't actually like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches until I ate that.
listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. You gotta be careful. It's a little too sweet.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sugar from the raisins. Raisins in general have a lot of sugar, but that's a delicious sandwich right there. Very good. You don't even have to toast the bread. You can just warm it up.
Exactly.
So where the raisins and the cinnamon feel like it's melting. But
Man,
That was like once though.
can't get too deep in that.
if you do your next album, if you set up a peanut butter and jelly stand at Freedom Fest or at something like that,
Sell out.
and just hand out peanut butter and jelly
Sell
and
out.
your album,
They'll sell out.
you'll have the #1 record in New England.
Absolutely. I know that.
Okay.
I know that. But we ain't gonna do that. Not
All
yet.
right.
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll make sure I give you a percentage of that because that's a smart idea.
Oh no, it's free.
Nah, we'll
Okay.
We'll give it to the radio
20% 's
station.
cool.
Yeah, all donations to the radio station.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get it. Yeah. So, Latrell, besides being a connoisseur and probably one of the first guests on our food podcast, which is coming up, so we'll talk about the new record later, but we got the Pull Up Friday.
Yeah, super huge. I think this is like legit my first headlining show. Well, somebody actually reached out to me to headline a show in Massachusetts, and I'm excited. And it's cool because it's people that I actually genuinely like.
Mm-hmm.
So like, Real P, Marquise, those are people that literally like actually put me on one of my first stages. It was Mark Maron and then Real P and Marquise who put me on my first stages in Massachusetts. So to come full circle and be able to do this, amazing.
This whole thing is full circle because we book guests like 6 months in advance. We booked this interview before
Way
a
ahead of
date
time.
was even known. That lined up.
Perfect.
Last time you were in here, 5.5 had just dropped. We were talking about Real P that whole episode.
Yep.
So it's crazy.
Timing's amazing, man.
If you let the universe work.
God's plan.
Yeah.
God's plan.
So, and live, you're on some other ish.
Yeah.
So what should people expect?
Fun. I mean, I try to have fun. There's gonna be new music, of course. But most importantly, just come have fun. It's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many times do we get to have a local hip hop show? And not using the word local as in like local artists, but like artists from New England on a show on a Friday. That's usually, a venue's book day where they book big artists. So we got the spotlight. So let's take full advantage of it.
It's gonna be in the 50s too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
noticed.
warm.
Yeah.
I noticed something like usually like outside of performances, like you seem really relaxed.
All the time.
Like you're just like really like, mellow, like you're like an ocean really.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you're on stage, it's like a thunderstorm. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like
Two different Latrells.
yeah. And it's just like how do you really like how does one channel that though?
I get the jitters like everybody else before I go on stage. Like that's every time I go on stage too. Like I don't know, man. Like we did a So Far show the other day, and I'm like, I'm not worried about my lyrics, but it's just like, all right, cool. I'm in front of all these people, and my job is to entertain them. And like I always make sure that's the first thing. Like yeah, I'm a musician, but I'm an entertainer. Like people need to be entertained when I leave. So like I just try to make sure that's the focal point. And I'm really just like a super calm person. Like I laugh a lot at home and I'm chill. I don't really go too crazy. But on stage is a different thing. I'm supposed to be that. It's supposed to be polarizing and people want to be next to you. So I hope it works. I don't know. It's all a test. This is all my like big experiment.
It is an experiment. You test a lot of records live, which is what I like. We were talking about that earlier. You have a ton of records that we know because we've seen you live, but if people haven't seen you live, they don't even know they exist, and they're missing out, to be honest.
Absolutely.
The Trick Daddy joint.
Trick Daddy.
Yo.
That was the first thing I said. Trick Daddy was the first thing I said, yo.
Yeah.
I love that song, dog.
That's crazy. Yeah. Only if you came to the shows, you would know. I mean, like, we test songs out live because, like, where else would you get the most honest feedback, right? Like, I can send it to my friends, but they'll give me their feedback, and I have them, of course, but, like, live.
You got to see if it moves the crowd.
If it works, then I'm like, all right, cool, we're going to run with this one. But even so, like, I mean, I moved Trick Daddy out of the rotation. I might bring it out on Friday. I don't know. I haven't performed that in a minute, so y'all might be on a song.
We'll see.
Y'all might be on a song.
Only one way to find out. Friday night, once Somerville at the Pull-Up.
You excited about seeing anybody from the Pull-Up?
Boogie, the God. I seen him once at Wonder Bar, but like that's been like 2 years, so like his progress is amazing, and like I just really like his music, so like I want to see how it translates live. So like that would be my number one, and then
he just dropped a new record this week too.
Yeah, I heard it. It's over that the same sample from the J-Lib joint. That had me. I was like, whatever. But but nah, it's still fire. But that and Lily Rain from Rhode Island. Those two are like I'm intrigued by.
So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's a lot of artists. We were talking about last week. We had Balin and Philly G on, and Boogie came up then too. So
see,
yeah, it's cool though. We're getting put on to people too, so it's gonna be real fun.
That's what this is all about, right? We're supposed to share the new artists and big them up as well, and it's the whole point.
Yeah, man, that's a question because I love the collaboration that's going on right now, and people are already starting to talk about how they wish things were more competitive again. What side of that do you fall on?
I like what I like. I rap with who I want to rap with. I work with who I want to work with. I think if people just stay in that lane, then it's perfect. I think like forcing stuff and pushing people to work and do things, I don't like that stuff. So like it's not, I don't think there's competition lacking. I think people are just focused on their own goals. And when you're focused on your own goals, you're not really competing with anybody because you're trying to achieve that goal. Like you really think about any sport, like sports, like the Chicago Bulls in the 90s wasn't thinking about, oh man, we're going to run into the Seattle Supersonics. They're like, yo, we got to get better throughout the season. So I think that's everybody's approach now, seeing that, you know, we can actually have successful artists out of the New England region. You got Tokens, you got Bia and Stiz, all these people doing well. So it's like, all right, cool, let me focus up and drive straight forward. Not saying that everybody's particular situation is going to go in that same direction, but I think people will be more strategic.
Absolutely. Which is great, which is what they should be. You've definitely been focused since we met you.
I'm trying, man.
Dude, distance was still like the blueprint, and you followed it. I mean, dude, the first time I met you, you said, excuses are monuments of nothingness that build bridges to nowhere.
Shout out to Mr. Mordan from my 6th grade middle school. He literally laid that on me, bro, and I've lived by that.
So you're in the zone, focused. Have you been producing more lately? Is that why it's been sort of slow for you putting out records, or?
Nah. I mean, I've done a plethora of things, man. There was a Cheerios commercial that aired all over the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard about that.
Yeah. You know that
Is that sarcasm?
you know, that happened. And me, like, what's the point of rushing something at the end of the day? Like,
Yeah.
I record every day. I produce every day. Like, I can send you a private SoundCloud link where you're like, oh, Latrell really does record every day.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
But it's like, at the end of the day, like, you got to have a plan and a strategy. So, like, it was more so about life stuff was happening at the moment, like my parents and stuff. And,
Okay.
like, health concerns and stuff. So, like,
Everyone's
my brother
good
as
now?
well. Yeah, everything's
Okay.
good now. Well, it's better. Like, and that's just progress is the most important thing.
Yep.
So, like, everything's cooler now. So it's like it's time to actually move forward and put this music out and let the people have it and live with it.
I'm glad you brought up your family
Mm-hmm.
because we've seen your brother around lately,
Shout out to Ted.
and then you have two wildly talented sisters as well.
Lila.
Yeah.
How's Lila been doing?
She's rapping again, which is like exciting. We're actually making music together, which is cool. I mean, she's older now, so like she's 18 now, so like, you know, I have two other people that really love making music, even my older sister as well, but like to be around that, and she has different fresh ideas that I don't have all the time, and she has a new approach on music, so it's really good. Brother's always making music, now she's always making music. We're kind of like fighting over my computer now because she be down there doing too much. But
Doing too much.
It's getting really good because I feel like the sound is growing because of her involvement. So shout out to my little sister.
That's what's up, man. It must be so dope to have the whole fam rocking like that.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's so. I mean, I
It's
can only
cool.
speak from a perspective where it's like you're the only musician, but when you have an entire family though, that's like consistently like, you know, throwing out like ideas, music ideas, like that sounds like awesome.
It's interesting, man. I mean, like my little brother Ted's amazing. He's always gonna be amazing. I always say he's a better producer than me, and that's what I want at the end of the day. I started rapping so people could hear his beats. Because nobody was listening to our beats at all. And I still got emails. I hold receipts, yo. So, like, nobody was listening.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, once, you know, I started putting out music, people started paying attention a little bit more. So, it's just funny to see how things have spun.
You talked about that on the first one, too. You're like, well, Sonny Carson opening my emails.
Shout out to Boston.
Yeah, shout out to Boston. They move how they move.
Shout out to Boston.
Yo, so we're going to play a record. And then we have a ton of hard-hitting questions for you. I hope you're ready.
Fire.
I only have super old Latrell James records.
Hey.
I think we're going to do Distance.
That's a great one.
And we do have a world premiere coming up a bit later, but you know, people have to wait for that.
Make them wait. Make them wait.
Yeah, that's happening at 7:55.
Make them wait.
Yes. Yeah, something like that. No, see, that's the trick. You're not supposed to tell them. You know, when you watch it, you're like, right after the break, we'll be back. You know, we may have a new record. This is Distance. This is off 12. Still getting spins.
Yeah.
Did that record do what you wanted to do?
Nah, no record's done what I wanted to do. I wouldn't be here.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, when you work on something, you think every record you make is the next big record.
Okay.
So, like, if it did what I wanted to be, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
like in this, not like in this air, like here, like at
I know what
LFOD.
he's
I
saying.
wouldn't be in Massachusetts right now.
I know what he's saying.
I'll be touring the world.
I know what he's saying.
If 12 did what I wanted it to do, I'll be touring the world right
Okay.
now.
So, yeah, you want to be on the move.
Yeah.
You better not go Hollywood on us.
Nah, you guys got my number. You can hit me whenever.
Whoop. All right. That being said, we're going to play Distance. And then hopefully after this next record, you can put some distance between yourself and, get some frequent flyer miles up. So Latrell James, we'll be back with him after this. You're tuned in to Live Free or Die Radio. We're back on Live Free or Die Radio. Tayshawn's asking for hair advice from Latrell. We got one of the nicest artists in the city here. And he's like, yo, man.
I need some help with my hair.
Help you with my hair, bud.
Yo. So Distance, as always.
Mm-hmm.
We got a shout out to Tia. Tia's homesick right now, but she's here in spirit. She
Okay,
wants to
well.
know, have you ever thought of doing a whole family record?
What does that mean? Like, with my family involved?
Yeah, like all you on one.
Dude, I got a high number on the new one. Like, we're not all on one, but they all played a part on it somewhere.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I never thought of that, but I mean, it's a lot of moving parts, man. I
Yeah.
got 5 other siblings.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of people
It is.
to get in one room and then be on the same page.
Do it over Thanksgiving dinner or something.
Yeah, we got a record, something like that.
Yeah,
we talk
Thanksgiving
about that
record.
on the album
Oh, do you?
coming out. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
He's usually so secretive, but we're pulling stuff out of him this time. It's good.
Yeah.
So
the album coming, so like I got no choice but to
it's
talk
coming.
about it, right?
So it is coming.
It's a real thing.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
exists.
It exists on my private SoundCloud.
When is it coming?
I don't know. When it's right.
Slight hint.
Timing, we put music out on Thursday.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Okay.
And I guess it makes the most sense, right? It got to be coming if I'm putting something out, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have just stayed hidden, until whenever, till my beard grew out super long
Yeah.
and I look like a sage.
Beard gang.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are on your sage.
yeah. I'm chill, bro.
Sage
like,
wave.
I'm very, very happy.
That's
in
good.
life.
That's good, man. So you had a birthday since we last spoke.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, sir.
And whenever I'm at a friend's birthday, I always ask them, what did their last year teach them?
Be patient. I think I probably said that the first time I was up here too, which is crazy.
You knew to be patient already. What did you learn, though?
To be even more patient.
Even more?
Yeah, I mean, like, we rush everything, man. Everything is given to us at our fingertips with phones and social media. People are putting albums out left and right, sneak albums, a song a week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm stirring my gumbo until it's perfect.
Right.
And then when it's time to serve that gumbo, I just, the lines will be there.
Mm-hmm.
People got to remember, the lines is going to show up. Just make sure the gumbo good.
Right.
The gumbo's good.
It's very good. I mean,
The gumbo is good.
I mean, there were several. Well, there's a song that we're gonna be playing later, but I remember you performing it at a Zoomix,
Yeah.
and that was like ridiculous because was that the first time that you performed it? Or-
Yeah,
all right,
was
all right.
actually, that was last year, January, yeah.
Yeah, it was with the live band, and I just remember everybody just going like crazy, and I was just like, and yeah, it's just like really dope because like the whole thing about patience, really, it's all about like just making sure like you can attack like whenever it's time. So it's just like that's just really good to know because when was that again? When was that?
January, literally the last day of January last year. That's
So-
a whole year
Yeah.
removed from that. We're a year and 3 months in,
You got
going
a
on the
vault.
4th month.
You got a
Yeah.
vault over there.
It doesn't even. That felt like so long ago, though.
That's the key to it is like, as artists, we grow impatient, but it's old to us and new to everyone else. So, like, just remember that when you're creating, and like, music is, you're going to grow and you're going to feel like you've outgrown what you worked on. But the key to it is knowing that, hey, if this worked, why not let it work?
Right.
And that's what was like the whole thing with 12 too. Is like, all right, why am I rushing to put out another album after I just put out a whole album about my life? Like, that's a lot. Like, consume that before you really like want to move on,
The other thing is people get caught up too and think, oh, it's old, everyone's heard it. No, there's half a billion people in America. They haven't all heard 12 yet.
And that's just America, man. People
Right.
have, overseas fan bases and all of that. So, like,
Right.
what is the rush? Find
Right.
a way to keep working those records and getting them in front of the right people. Because you never know. It's one record that will literally change your life.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is one record, really.
That's it.
And also, I was talking with Sam about this earlier today about constantly emitting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you constantly just like put out material, you constantly try to exercise your creativity and showcase your creativity, kind of stuns your growth because then you feel like you're just constantly doing the same thing over and over again. So you don't find new ways to improve,
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm weird, man. I literally like try to create every day because I feel like just creating is a muscle memory thing. Like, when you learn how to create a great record, you won't forget it. So if you keep exercising how to make a great record, you're only going to get better day to day. So, like, I've been learning, just keep creating, keep going through your creative blocks. I don't get those anymore either, like a writer's block anymore, because I'm always exercising that muscle now. Like, when I hear people like, oh, I got a writer's block, I'm like, how? Like,
Yeah.
keep working at what you do and what makes you good and, like, what people like about your music, and you'll grow really fast.
We need a gem dropping sound effect.
I keep doing the poetry snaps, but it didn't sound right on the mic.
We need the
It didn't
somebody
sound
out there
right.
send us a gem dropping soundtrack. You know, we'll just. But
the
so
chimes, the triangle.
Right? No,
Triangle.
it deserves more than a triangle. How did you link up with Billy for this record?
Wow, me and Billy, I've known Billy. There was a event at Middle East Upstairs. It was like they were making beats based off of video games.
Which
Like for the
beat did
stew,
he use?
or was
He
it?
played some. Nah, it was just like a beat show. I don't remember exactly,
wow.
but he won the competition that night. But I've heard of him prior to that because he was working with Terminology
Right.
on the Shut Up and Rap. Yeah, so I was like, yo, Billy's really dope. And I just ended up meeting him there. Like, we was conversing on Twitter and all of that before that. But, like, I met him there. He happened to win that night with some crazy Donkey Kong Country flip. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And
That's the best thing to
this
say.
isn't like the new record that we're putting out. It's not the first record that we did. Me and Billy Loman have a lot of work together. It's just this is the one that is right for this moment. So, like, I've been working with Billy since 2015.
Okay.
Like, right after 12. But, like, we finally found something that works for both of us. Like, you know, when you work with somebody, you want to make your world and their world exist in one world.
Yeah.
You don't want to just take one person and put them in their world. It looks weird. I mean, you just don't take a blood and put it in the Crip territory. You want
Right.
to make purple.
Right. Yeah, you got him out of his bag a little bit, switching up his beats and.
Yo, speaking of that, it was super cool. So Loman came out to Brockton, and we literally made those records the day of. Like, there's more than one, so yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other producers you're rocking with right now?
Yeah, that's an awesome question to ask. There's a kid from Philly. I'll definitely shout him out. A kid named Teddy Meanface. He's amazing. Kid named Kieran from Brockton. Absolutely a beast. Billy. Kid named Chris Barry from Western Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That name sounds really familiar.
And my brother.
And your brother?
Yeah.
You said Chris Berry?
Chris Barry. He's in a group called Frevo.
Why does that sound so familiar?
I did a record with him called Orange Mango Smoothie. And in return, he sent me something so beautiful.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm gonna look.
That record already sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Hungry after this. Yeah, shout out to all those dudes. And if they're tuned in or anyone else is tuned in, submissions at LFODradio.com. That's how we build with everybody. So that's how we met. I was just looking through here to download them, and it's like new artist submission. Like, you know, it's wild to think about it now, but
It's amazing.
that was way back, man. So we got to ask you the most important question,
Yeah.
and then we are going to play a new record
Yeah.
from Latrell James.
Yeah.
What does Live Free or Die mean to you?
Man, wow.
I wanted to ask it. I wanted to ask that question.
That means, to me, that means basically do what you were put on this earth to do, and do what makes you happy. And, like, I kind of live by that. Like, I don't know if people, like, if you know me more personally, like, I really just do things that make me happy and, like, you know, that moves me spiritually. Like, I don't try to focus on anything that I can't control or I'm incapable of doing. I focus on things I can do and can accomplish. So, like, that's my lifestyle. That's what Live Free or Die means to me. You know, focus on, you know, the things that make you happy.
Dope.
Shout out to Darius, too.
Is he just blowing us up?
Nah, he knows. He knows. We talking.
Oh, okay.
That's my brother.
Man's on his Apple Watch, you know, conducting multiple
With apple
conversations
jelly
at once.
sitting beside him.
Yeah. So, you want to play this new record?
Yeah, let's play Okay.
Do you think they're ready? Have they waited long enough?
You want me to give a speech for it?
What do you want to do?
We got enough time to give a speech for it?
Man, yeah, you do.
All the time in the world.
Yeah, so let's talk about the creation of this record.
Do you want to do it before or after?
Afterwards? It'll sound sexier.
All right. Brand new world premiere. Latrell James. Okay. Produced by Billy Loman. You tune in to Live Free or Die Radio. We'll be back after this. Yo, we are back. Live Free or Die Radio. That was Okay. Releasing on Thursday. Brand new Latrell James, produced by Billy Loman.
Billy, what up?
What's good, Billy? So, man, 7 minutes.
Yeah. Firstly, shout out to Billy Loman. Shout out to Art, Lightfoot, Aldora, Chris, Jess, Eric. Anybody involved in making this record cool is cool. Yeah, I'm excited though. It's been a while, man. I haven't put out music in a while, so
Years.
yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, the Cheers commercial came out.
Yeah.
That was music. But no, I'm just excited, man. It's been so long. I've been performing though. That's the craziest thing. I've been performing, but there's just been no music put on any streaming platform. So like, finally giving people something that they've asked for. I've gotten bugged about it. So, and once I said what I said in the pull-up interview, which I said it was dropping at the end of the month, people started holding me to it, so it had to come out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
That's why you chilled on interviews for a while too, right?
Yeah.
they get you.
That's all I kept getting asked too. Is like, yo, when's the next music? And when the gumbo's right,
Yeah.
it'll come on.
Yo, you don't. It's weird though, because we had. Do you know Anson Raps?
Yep.
We had him on a couple weeks back. And he only has one record out,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
he's
movement.
when he performs, he has plenty.
Yeah.
But he's got one out, and he still draws a crowd. Still has a good time.
No rush, man. What is the point of rushing?
Yeah.
No point at all. Do your thing. Shout out to Anson too.
Yeah.
Anson's super dope.
Yeah.
We was I high key was pressing him about dropping house music, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like, dude, I really need that song. Like I was just like, yo, I really need that song.
Get him to send it to you, man. That's what I do. You get
I mean,
relationships with these people, get them to send it to you.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
never
pretty sure
asked.
we're getting a new Latrell album when he goes home tonight. The private SoundCloud link.
Y'all want to hear everything but the album? I can send you that. They're just roughs. They're like ever-growing pieces of music.
Yeah, we'll talk. I mean, let's not brag too much on the air, you know.
That's not bragging. Just,
No, I mean us getting the
Oh, I got y'all. Y'all hold me down. Day oneers.
word. So you're heading into the new year, with new music, new records, new energy,
new shows. The
new
pull up
shows,
on Friday.
Pull Up Friday.
That is super important that we note that.
Pullup.splashthat.com.
Yeah.
Come out, because it's a new venue that we're breaking in
Absolutely.
Boston. So this goes well. There's more venues for hip hop in Boston.
And
This is a venue that does not usually do hip hop shows.
Yeah, it's true, and
It's gonna
it's
be
well needed,
amazing.
man. I mean, I'm excited. It's going to be a really good bill of artists, and just pull up to the pull up.
Pull up to the pull. It's that easy.
It's really that simple. It's a Friday too.
Yep.
You have nothing else to do, guys. Nothing else. Show up.
Show up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Pull up, show up,
And
do
that's
all
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, we got some events coming up on in April too. So
Okay.
yeah, just look out for those.
Yeah. Keep us posted, man.
Absolutely.
We'll let the people know for sure.
Much appreciated.
Where can people find you? It's at Latrell James on most things.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the guy that owns my Twitter handle that won't give it back. I am Latrell James on Twitter. Everything else is pretty much Latrell James.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We have the same Twitter struggle,
Yeah.
and it's unbelievable that we can't get LFOD Radio.
Oh, I seen that today. I was like, wait, interesting.
Oh man, I found the guy's personal account and stuff. He blocked me on everything for asking for it. He hasn't tweeted on there since 2011 or something.
Twitter
I'm
got
like,
it.
It's
bro, just let it
2018 now.
go.
Twitter has to get better at handling idle handles.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
And you can't reach Twitter. You can't reach any of the social networks.
They don't want to talk to you.
Nah, you got to at support. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Then they try to message you. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
yeah.
I need my handle.
Yeah, I even have a plug at Twitter, and they couldn't free it. Like
That's
it's like,
crazy.
Just delete it. Like
That's crazy.
It's like if you're not using it, then why?
exactly. That's been. I mean, it is what it is. Personal property and stuff, I guess. Yo, Latrell, it's been dope. Do
Thank
have
you for having
parting
me.
words for anybody?
Be patient.
Be patient. New Latrell James coming soon.
Yeah.
Thursday morning.
Thursday.
Also, don't trust politicians.
Never.
And stay out your mom's business.
Okay.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace. Hey, you're still on here for a second. We haven't started
Am I?
playing a new record.
Am I
Yeah.
really?
What do you want to hear, man? You want to do a throwback?
Can we?
What do you have?
Do you have 99?
I do have it.
Wow, you do?
Of course I do.
I got pressed to
Because
do
I
that
really
shit.
want to hear that.
I haven't did that song in so long.
That one's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta sign back into a different thing. To
It's
get
my
that, though.
that's my real pain that people enjoy.
That's your real pain.
the
it was.
the struggle with the coup.
That was all real. That everything about
Oh
that.
no, I felt that.
Yeah, there's no lying there, man.
I felt that. I was like,
You were proud, though.
just
It was a
crazy. It was
Lamborghini.
like
It was.
it was crazy because it's just like it was just really honest because at the end of the day it was like, yeah, you were talking about how you had a car and how most of those people that was talking was like, you know, still walking at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like
He broke it all
I
the way
really
down.
felt that.
It's a personal favorite right there.
Yo, if you want the full story of 99 Ultima, go onto your iTunes, type in LFOD
Absolutely.
Latrell, episode 30. And this is
30.
This is 104.
Wow. Wow.
And we don't even publish every one we do, so, you know.
Thank you, man.
So
Thank
that's
you.
probably, that
Wow,
would make
man.
like at least
You're
like
def-
150.
Dude, we're over 200 if we put them all out.
Yeah.
But, so thank you again, Latrell,
Thank
for
you.
always showing love, coming through, making good music,
Thank
staying
you.
at it, staying focused, being patient.
Keyword.
Dude, patience is crucial
Absolutely.
up here, too. Very
Absolutely.
important to be patient. And, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
See all you Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Live Free or Die. You can get us at LFOD Radio everywhere but Twitter, which is at Live Free OD Radio. This will be up on iTunes Thursday morning. Also on LFODradio.com, Google, all that good stuff. 99 Ultima Zuff 12. If you haven't heard it, go hear it. Peace.